Are you an ex-aholic? Maybe you've never heard of that term before.
I had.
It was new to me. It's someone who is addicted to their ex. There is a support group for it. And today we're joined by a contributing expert for Exaholics.com, Dr. Jacqueline Duke.
Hi, Dr. Duke.
Hi, Dr. Duke.
You can't help but hear like chuckles from the audience because you think, oh my, you're addicted to your ex. Come on. But it's a real problem for some people.
It definitely is. And although exaholic is a new term that we created, it's not a clinical diagnosis. It's something that's been around for ages.
Yes.
This addiction to an ex, not being able to move past a breakup.
Right. Some people say, oh, my ex is crazy or my ex is obsessed with me. But, I mean, there are people that certainly are. I went on the site last night, and there's people so heartbroken. Now, do they get help from therapists? Are they getting help from other people that are kind of in the same boat?
They're both. So there's tons of thousands of users, and they have message forums and supports and create friendships. It's all anonymous, by the way.
Okay.
And then you have expert contributors, licensed mental health professionals like myself that are online. We're doing articles. We host live interactive webinars so people can chat in and ask individual questions.
Are
Lots
there-
of features.
Okay, I think one thing I want to kind of get you to clarify, because you are right, there are the crazy exes.
Right.
But is this site for like the people who, for the people who are having a hard time being broken up with? You understand what I'm saying? Like who want that ex back, who are constantly thinking about them, looking at their Facebook page, hoping that they can like just let them know, hey, I'm still here.
It is, or just people who are struggling to move past the breakup in general. The way to look at it is, are you moving forward? So how severe are the symptoms? How long has this breakup been going on and affecting your life?
So tell us, I mean, like after 6 months, should a person be over someone after 6 months, 3 months,
That would
a
depend
year?
on how long the relationship was, what the quality of the relationship. So everyone's different. There is no normal grieving.
Okay.
But when an exaholic, when it's a self-diagnosis, when it's having an impact on your daily life. So let's say you can't concentrate at work. We have college students that are dropping out of school because of these devastating breakups. It has an effect on your health. If you're not sleeping, you're not eating, you're not taking care of yourself, you're at risk for abusing substances and other self-harm behaviors. We're trying to prevent that before other more serious mental health conditions evolve.
Right. These people are heartbroken. They come to you with their problems. You have to be very patient. You must be an incredibly patient person.
Yes, well, it's part of the profession, but no, I mean, just hearing everyone's individual stories, it's always interesting and, tears at the heartstrings.
Right.
So, but I kind of want to get to, like, how long, I know you say everybody's case is different, but if you're having these kind of symptoms 3 years after the fact, is that an issue?
Well, if it's following, a 20-year marriage with kids, well, it's an issue, obviously, but it's all relative to the relationship. You have to see, have you lost a part of yourself and your identity? Are you really not the same person that you were before the breakup, and why not? Are you isolated from family and friends? You're just not moving forward.
Right. Now, this is a 12-step program,
Yes.
right? I mean, it's very serious and it takes time, but if there's somebody watching right now that's heartbroken, what do you say is like number one? Is deleting their social media page like number one?
That could be one of it. Well, joining the support group, there's definitely this 12-step program that is suggested. You don't have to participate. There's also a pledge for abstinence where you will say, I have a certain number of days since I initiated contact with my ex, because it's not in our control if they are reaching out to us for contact. And the 12-step program is not exactly like other traditional 12-step programs, AA and A, but it's complementary to that in that the success of addictions, because love is like an addiction, and so the 12 steps kind of follows that addiction model.
Right, you say love is like an addiction, but it actually is an incredibly strong correlation between the two, right? I mean, the same thing that makes you addicted to something.
Dopamine and serotonin, right?
Yes, you got it. Exactly right.
Because I thought that was very interesting, though.
Sure. So love is the same as the addiction in the brain physiologically. So we have the two main neurotransmitters that are playing a role here are dopamine and serotonin. So we have these highs, these spikes in our dopamine when we get contact with someone we love or pine
Typically,
for,
it's a good
right?
thing to have dopamine, right? But
Yeah, of course. And then that leads to these drops in serotonin, and on a small amount that's okay, but then you can see not sleeping, not eating, depressed mood, this hyper tunnel focused vision, and that's where that addictive piece. They want that fix. They want that contact with their ex, whether it's positive or negative. They just fiend for that, and then they get the contact with their ex, and they're left, feeling even worse afterwards.
Right.
Much like a withdrawal.
Right. I mean, I'm sure you've seen some really extreme cases in people that harm others or harm themselves. How do you kind of help people with that?
Sure, in therapy or on the site?
On the site.
On the site, well, yeah, so we don't give actual mental health counseling. It's more advice and support, and the power of Exaholics.com really comes from the community itself. All the users that go online, their number one realization is, I can't believe there are thousands of people out there that are going through the same thing as me. I'm being used to being told by my family and friends, hey, get over it, move on, it's been enough time, you know, time to stop grieving. But there's thousands of people that are going through it every day.
So what happens if you're on the receiving end of it?
Being broken up with? Or
no, if
being the breakup? Well,
if you're the person that they're obsessed with, do you have any?
This happens to Val all the time.
We haven't done that site yet, right?
It's like every Monday and Wednesday.
That could be the next site. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not as big. You're not getting complaints from people like, my ex just won't stop stalking me or won't stop being obsessive with me, because obsession can lead to stalking, right?
Oh, it absolutely can. Yes, but no, this is for people, and they don't even have to be on the receiving end. It's just the trauma of the breakup alone. It could have been a mutual breakup, but the separation has such an impact on their daily life.
There was one time when I was younger, I had an issue. I was an exaholic.
You were?
Yeah, I was an exaholic.
Were you in high school?
I must have been like in college, early college, but I was just not happy with him breaking up with me.
And the guy has never been seen since. We don't know.
No one knows where he is.
Dr. Deers, thank you. We know it's a serious topic, and you're helping a lot of people, so thank you.
No, I'm serious, Ryan. You're like laughing. I was heartbroken, and you know, I'm just saying it's real. I know it's real. He's such a stud.
No, hey, everybody's been heartbroken in their lifetime.
All right, thank you so much, Doctor.